Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Walberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can sound like a pro and gain more podcast fans. Today's tip is about how you address your listener. If you've listened to any other episodes of Just the Tip, you've probably heard me refer to your listener over and over again. I want to say that again. I refer to your listener, not listeners. Singular, not plural. I still do it when I'm on the radio today and have used it for decades. I think it makes even more sense to do it during a podcast because more times than not, you're literally talking to one person at a time. We've talked about this before. Your listener is driving, walking their dog, or doing chores around the house. It's usually just you and them. The argument that I hear is if I say listener, people will think that I only have one listener to my show. Perfect, I say. Who do they think that listener is? I'll tell you who. Them. And them alone. So what's wrong with that? Let's not be naive here. As a listener of podcasts, and even this podcast, you know that you're one of many to hear this show. But when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you directly, my listener. You are the most important listener I have. One-on-one is the best way to connect with someone. It's hard to do that in a group. Think about addressing a crowd. Wouldn't it be great if you could look everyone in the eye at once? Addressing your listener this way in your podcast can have that same effect. That kind of personal attention is what will create more podcast fans. It's all about your listener. Don't think of them as hundreds or thousands. Think of them as one. How many times have you heard someone talk glowingly about someone else when they say, "It feels as though he or she was talking directly to me"? In an upcoming podcast, I'm going to share with you a few ways for you to really zero in on that one listener, how to keep them in mind at all times, and how doing so will benefit them, you, and your listener. But for now, here's an example of how I do this. And trust me, it takes some time to get used to this new language. It'll feel weird at first, but I truly believe in this technique. Perhaps you're talking to a guest. You might say to them, "Tell our listener what you think is the most important thing they can do to get more followers." Or, "What would you say to our listener to motivate them and get them off the couch and become more active?" Other times, I'll represent them and say to a guest, "But my listener doesn't have time in the day to do all the things the successful entrepreneur should be doing." This approach can go a long way in creating a bond with your listener. You'll be turning your listeners into fans and promoters of your show. This will help you grow your tribe, group, or nation, one listener at a time. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Now, if you really want a one-on-one experience with me, hire me to critique your podcast. Just you and me, breaking down your podcast, what you're doing right, and what you need to improve. Find out what others say about working with me at podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Walberg. See ya!